What's up, guys? Welcome to the RCX Show. Thanks for checking out this episode. Please do me a favor real quick before we get started and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video. And if you really support me, jump on over to Patreon and subscribe to either the $3 or the $5 level. That's going to get you access to a new EP of songs every month from me, new songs. It's going to get you early access to the podcast, early access to music videos, exclusive content like music videos, behind the scenes, all this stuff. So go check it out. And of course, hit me up on Facebook, IG, all that stuff at Official RCX. And let's get to the RCX Show. All right, everybody, welcome to the RCX Show, episode 9, featuring the one, the only battle rapper slash Funky Town Joker, my man, Pac Manson. What's up, bro?
What's good, my brother? What's good? I appreciate you having me on.
Dude, of course. So before we get started, we got a lot to talk about. I want you to please just give everybody a plug. Plug all your shit, whatever you got going on, give it a plug. And let them know.
Right on. Well, as he said, I go by the name Pac Manson. I represent Live from the Block. To see all of my battle raps, you can subscribe to Live from the Block channel on YouTube. To see my music videos, you can subscribe to Pac Manson on YouTube. It's Pac Manson on every social media, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, everything except Facebook. Facebook's Cole Manson with a K. There's a story behind that we can get to in this interview if we need be.
Hell yeah.
But other than that, Spotify, SoundCloud, all that is Pac Manson. Feel free to add me, subscribe. I'm always trying to give y'all dope new content. And myself and this guy on the interview with me have some new content coming y'all's way soon as well. So
That's right, we do. I'm very excited to announce that, and we'll talk about that here just in a very short time. But real quick, bro, thanks for those shout outs. And so the first thing I wanted to give you some love for was the show you put on last weekend. Now, I wasn't able to attend, unfortunately, just because I was nervous about having COVID, which I tested negative for, but I'm sorry, bro. You might hear me.
Good news.
I'll be sniffling like a motherfucker. I might have to blow my nose during the session because I'm a little bit sick. I don't know, a little bit sick with something. But anyway, the show last weekend, bro, I saw a bunch of good feedback about it. A lot of noise online and shit like that. So just, hey, from the first person perspective, like, how was that show, bro? Because it looked like it was dope as fuck.
Man, ironically, what's crazy is like the show ended up being really good. A lot of people in the building, dope artists, dope lineup.
And it was at the Rail Club, right?
At the Rail Club. And what's crazy is because we got off to like the craziest like streak of bad luck to start the show. Like my DJ, P the Poet, as most of y'all know, he's also been a guest on the show.
Hell yeah.
His laptop, like the charger port went out. So we were like, okay, we don't have a laptop because we don't want to use this and it's not charging and then dies during the show. So I went and bought a whole brand new laptop this week, the one I'm currently using right now for this podcast.
Sure.
And I'm like, okay, I got you. I'll buy a brand new laptop and we'll use this. Well, unknowingly, I buy a Chromebook, which is not supportive of virtual DJ.
Shit.
So I was like, what the hell, man? So I was like, don't worry, I got an old laptop. I'll put it on there. So I put that on there. And that laptop's too old to support the format. So I'm like freaking out. What am I going to do? My good friend Lacey is like, hey, you can use my MacBook. So we're like, awesome.
Oh, yeah.
You save the show. We download virtual DJ on MacBook. We're like, yes, show's back in good graces. We're so excited we don't even check. Get to the club and go to plug it up, and there's no USB drive slots on the MacBook.
Oh, damn.
So we're like, ah! So I had to run home, grab my laptop. We're up there looking like professionals running off two DJing off two laptops. But after that, we got the show started and started running it out. We had a lot of artists like Kid Splinter, this new Cat Monster that came from Frisco, CJ Dippa and DMG, myself. Big Cliff's band was without a doubt, remember the name, was without a doubt the highlight of the show, which I knew. Cliff's my best friend and good buddy of mine. I've been to like all the shows the band does, but they hadn't played in like 2 years. They'd been on like a hiatus and attending to other things. So it was more like a coming out party, like reminding people, hey, we've got this laying in wait till y'all see this live. So I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
people were losing their minds, rushing the stage. Craziness ensued. I was like, well, hey, man, it's a real rock show if that's going on. So,
Dude, definitely. I mean, from the videos, it looked off the fucking chain, bro. So I just want to give you a fucking an applause
oh,
for
I
that shit.
appreciate
You know what I
it.
mean? Because hey, I know how hard it is to fucking do a show nowadays. So fuck it. But
Oh yeah. Shout
yeah,
out to Michael Rashad and Weight of the World too. They killed their sets too. The crowd was giving them a lot of great feedback as well. Like it was overall the vibe was very very good night. And only more to come. So.
hell yeah, definitely. Well, bro, I just wanted to talk to you about a couple things. Like first off, I mean, if you're a motherfucker in Fort Worth, like in the hip hop scene, we know about all the videos you've been putting in lately, all the work you've been doing with the
Oh
videos
man,
and shit like
yeah.
that, bro. Like, I mean,
I,
of
I
course
tried to
there's
take advantage of the pandemic.
I'm saying, and of course there's like the obvious one, like the hero video, right? Like, that shit was
Oh
dope
yeah.
as fuck. Like, yeah, if y'all ain't seen it, bro, it's like this man has got a video where like he's of course the Joker, he's the fucking town Joker, bro. He's the Joker, and it's just a fucking superhero battle, bro, and it's fucking epic. Like they're throwing fireballs and lightning bolts and shit at each other, bro. It's fucking lit as fuck. So like, dude. I mean, give me a little info on that because I know I was supposed to be in it, but unfortunately, like some shit didn't work out or whatever. But dude, it sounds like it was a good time and a fucking like just an adventure to fucking shoot. So let me know a little bit about that.
Okay, well, what's crazy is, and this is a testament to like, for maybe some of the younger artists that will watch this and up and coming acts that are looking for some tips and pointers or just some information you can pick up off. The crazy thing is, I recorded that song like almost 3 years ago for my God Mode album. I recorded it with Michael Rashad, with me and Kata. And I knew when I recorded it at the time, I was like, this is a really good song. Like the concept, the lyrics, everything just came out really well. So I knew like I had an idea, like I'll probably want to shoot a video for that one and throw it off as a single for my God Mode album. And I kind of started picturing in my head like this whole, let's do a play on it because it's called Hero, and it's a song about basically being your own hero, you know, like going through things but having to find that inner strength to overcome it and become your own hero. But I was like, everybody knows me as the Joker. The Joker's not a hero. So I was like, let's try and flip it and play on words and give people something that is like a complete oxymoron to what they hear the song and think it's about. So but I was also telling people, okay, it's in perspective as well, because the Joker may not be a hero to one, but to Harley, he's a hero, you know? So it's like a perspective type thing. So I just started thinking in my head, okay, I can do this thing as Joker. I can bring Harley out. The history that me and Molly G's have as doing the Batman Live from the Block versus Joker battle, I knew there was story there and background there. I was like, obviously people loved that battle when we had it because we were in character. And I knew that was something that would transition well to a video, obviously, because now you're doing it theatrical cinema presentation. The thing I didn't understand was like, how am I going to get all these other people to show up to a video shoot dressed up and in character? And I was
No kidding, right?
I was like, if I can pull this off, this will be like an epic cinema worthy type production. So I started reaching out to people, and like I said, I had put the video or the song out like 3 years before. So, you know, it was like just kind of like a sticking to my guns, trusting the process type thing. I was pushing the album, doing the show live, getting it some rotation. So it kind of got some buzz behind it. And I just happened to link with Jordan Boyle, man. Shout out to Jordan Boyle. He was doing a deal at the time on like videos. And I just grabbed a couple up because I had some extra bread. And I kind of told him the vision. And he was like, okay, let me sit on this. Let me see what we can do. And thankfully, I've been around long enough and done enough work here in the local hip hop scene that I'm pretty well established and connected now. So when I told a couple of the other individuals and other artists, like, hey, I got this idea for this video. I want to do we're at like a Joker's Lair type thing, and Batman shows up and crashes the party. And now we're having like a Justice League type throwdown. What do y'all think about that? A lot of people got behind it. They were like really stoked. They're like, dude, this will be dope. So we just kind of ended up mapping it out. A lot of people may not know my buddy Sam Bone was the guy blowing fire, setting things on fire in the video. That kind of came last minute.
Yeah, Sammy Bone. Dude, I know Sammy, bro. That's my
Him hitting
dog.
me up like because he was at
Yeah.
the show we did out at Corsicana
Hell
because
yeah, bro. That's where we
I
met.
actually met you out there. So
Yeah.
he had hit me up and was like, "Hey, I see you got this like hero thing going on. Would you be interested in me having blowing some fire for you?" And I was like, "Bro, that'll be awesome in the video. Like, it's just another aesthetic that would really capture the vibe." So
Hell
that
yeah.
ended up panning out. And then, like I said, Jordan Boyle did the rest. We got there kind of on a whim. Now, crazy story. People don't know about this. If you were there at the video shoot, otherwise you wouldn't know. I wish we could have found a way to get this in the video. I had reached out to Molly G's and asked him about the playing Batman part like a week or two before the shoot. And he was like, "Okay, I'll let you know what's up." I never heard back from him. So I just assumed he wasn't going to be able to make it. I put the location up on Facebook of where I was going to be. And I told people, "Hey, this is the location. Here's the GPS. If you want to pull up, you're more than welcome. If you're free, come get you a cameo." I get out there and there's like 15 to 20 people. My boy Goldie from Corner Boys out there is Deadpool. Kate is masked up. My buddy Crooked came through. So I got like this whole setup of villains. And I'm thinking, well, this is everybody. We've been here like, 20, 30 minutes or so. Everybody's kind of set up and going. We're going to go in to shoot the video. And we go to turn to walk in to shoot the video. And I swear, out of absolutely nowhere, like it was a movie, Molly G's comes flying through in his SUV, completely dressed up as Batman with the windows down and the theme from Dark Knight blasting,
All right.
like in true Batman form. And I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? He starts spinning around doing donuts in the parking lot and then jumps out of the vehicle walking like Batman. And he was like, "Where's the Joker?" Like, everybody's looking at me like, "Did you have this planned?" I was like, "No, I did not have this planned at all." So that was like a little behind the scenes people don't know about, that when they hear the story, they're like, "You're kidding me. That's crazy." And then we ended up putting it together, bringing him out. We had the Joker versus Batman throwdown. Like you said, the other heroes, there were heroes, villains.
Hell yeah.
Jordan Boyle just kind of took over and put the vision together and ran with it. It was originally supposed to be like a video game. That was kind of the vibe we were going for. We were going to have like the little video game bars up in the corner, and since we had the fight scenes and whatnot, and make it look like that, but that didn't necessarily play out the way he wanted to when he started editing it. So he was like going for a more cinematic effect. And then when he did that and sent me the file and I saw it, I was like, "Yo, that's the one." That's the one. That's got potential right there. Because like you say, a lot of people don't realize I had my jaw broken and completely wired shut at the time. This is like a week after my surgery.
Oh yeah,
So
no
like
kidding,
I
dude. Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
talk, I couldn't open my mouth.
Yo,
And
people,
were like,
this motherfucker comes up in my house with that shit on his face, and I'm like, I thought like many people, like I showed it to my girl, and we all thought it was like a prop or whatever. We were like, "Damn, that shit looks cool as
everybody
fuck."
thought it was like a prosthetic, like The Weeknd or something. I was like, "No, this
Yeah.
is screwed in my face, guys." Like, but I didn't want to let that stop my dedication and my grind. And in true Joker fashion, I was like, "Well, who else would show up looking crazy with stuff screwed in his face?" I was like, "This just plays up the whole Joker look." So I was like, "Let's go for it. Let's just do it." And I mean, like I said, it ended up coming out great. It just ended up adding more to it, because now it's such more a cinematic video. None of us are really actually rapping in the video. We're more giving you a feature presentation. So when you see it, you're like, "Oh wow, these guys aren't even rapping. They're actually putting on like a show." So
Hell yeah. I mean, dude, and it was definitely epic. And then like, I mean, even your latest video, Soul Searching with CJ Dippa, dude, that shit, like that was an epic ass video, bro. It was very cool. It was like on some like, I don't know, like Blair Witchy the Craft type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
see,
I fuck with that.
What a lot of people don't know, like they might see it and catch it, but they might not process it at the time that it's happening. And then you hear the story behind it. We had lost our friend, as y'all know, rest in peace to Blurry, man. We had lost Blurry, one of the videographers here in the Metroplex, that a lot of us were connected to, a lot of us had worked with. And it was an unfortunate situation. He was originally supposed to shoot the hero video. I had talked to him about doing the hero video. We were going to do the hero video with Blurry, and I got Jordan Boyle to do it, and then Blurry situation happened. So we wanted to pay homage to Blurry in a way that we thought would be fitting. And I was like, how can we pay tribute to this man and what was his passion? And obviously his passion was videography, man. Like Blurry rapped, he did music as well, but he had a legitimate passion for the artist in the city as far as helping them take their vision and their creative content to the next level and kind of pushing their work. He was very selfless. Like he didn't want to just promote himself. He wanted to try and promote everybody in the DFW if he worked with them or liked them. And we're like, bro, let's bring Blurry back to life in the video. Like we got my homeboy CJ Dippa, his buddy Caleb or KJ grew up with Blurry. Like they grew up, they were kids together, and he looked like Blurry. He was like, yo, I can have KJ come out and play Blurry in the video and make it look like he's videoing us essentially from the afterlife, like he's a soul still here filming this video. So when people go back and watch the video, they'll see him with a camera kind of filming. There's scenes where he's like whited out, almost like a negative, like a ghost. And we did that on purpose. Like we wanted it to try and portray that we're at the graveyard doing like some ritual type seance type thing, and we summoned Blurry to come shoot this video for us one last time from the afterlife, and like in a way to send him off and respect. And a lot of people don't know we actually filmed that at the graveyard where Blurry is buried. The scene where we're standing around the grave is actually his plot. So we just wanted to try and do something cool. I mean, it is a song about soul searching, about, you know, looking inside yourself, whatever you may be going through, whatever demons you're battling. What is your struggle? And a lot of people relate to it. They feel like, hey man, I like that song because I relate to the content behind it, you know, because who doesn't battle demons whenever? Every day is not a good day. So
True. Yeah, very true, man. Because
Michael Rashad, man, shout out to Michael Rashad and my boy Gil. They put that together. We actually he had ended up buying like a brand new Mac, and actually we were like the first video he shot where he was able to throw all the different special effects and add the vibe to it. The way he turned the grass, like the grass wasn't green, it was like red, like almost a blood red, like the Red Sea type deal thing going on. And just the visual of it when he sent me that, I was like, yo, this looks freaking trippy. Like, so I was very pleased with how that came out as well. Like, so I've really just been I always try and think creatively when I sit down to do a video. I'm always like, what can I do mentally that will draw the artist in and make it look more aesthetically pleasing to capture their eye and make them want to pay attention to not only the content but what's being portrayed on screen. So you know about that though. We've talked about that. We have something in the chamber for them as well that's going to blow y'all away. So I'm not going to tell y'all more until we get to that part, but just know, like, the grind doesn't stop in 2021. Like, we made it through hell. Everybody congratulate yourselves on making it through 2020, man. That was hell. That was like a whole, I hope you all yelled Jumanji at midnight on New Year's Eve.
Right. No shit. You ain't kidding, bro. You ain't kidding. Well, bro, like, let me bring this up because, like, I think many people know this, but just in case anybody don't, you are involved with Live from the Block, which is a fucking battle rap, like, I guess, league, right?
Yeah, we're battle rap league here in the DFW Metroplex. I'm actually one of the original four, like one of the four horsemen is what we call ourselves of Live from the Block. It's actually Osama the Great who runs it. My bro Osama. He's like the visionary behind this. He used to do the live music shows, basically like what we just threw at the Rail Club, and he would give artists a chance to perform and get on. And I was one of those artists that used to perform. Molly G's and King Corleone, my buddies with Riot Squad, were another act or a group of artists that performed with us, and we just all kind of linked up because we connected to the music that each other were putting out. We're like, yo, these dudes do some dope hip hop, and we became friends through that. And then Osama kind of presented us with this, hey, we watch battle rap, we like battle rap, why don't we start a league? Because the content y'all have, y'all got bars, like y'all can battle. And I used to battle back, like I did time in jail, and that's actually where I started battling. It was like a respect thing in there. Like, it wasn't like what we do now. It wasn't like the modern day battle rap now is like an actual show. It's a presentation, like, you know, a month ahead of time, like, okay, hey, Pac Manson, next month on February 15th, you and RCX are going to battle type. That you have time to prepare and get your material, and it's a more a cappella direct approach. When I started battling and when I did it in prison, it was more like very 8 Mile-ish. It was more for a, hey, we're going to go out here to the rec yard. A group of inmates is going to surround us, and we're just going to kind of drop who's got the best verses and kind of write verses more tailor made towards them, and just go back and forth and like until either one person stops or like the crowd around us deems like, yo, that dude's the winner.
Yeah.
So it's real, like, I mean, it's crazy. You're like, dude, these dudes are battle rapping in jail. Like, what the hell? Like, I was like actual TVC. So, but I mean, it kind of hardened my skin and toughened me up for what was to come in Live from the Block, because obviously battle rap evolved. Like I said, now it's structurally break down your opponent in clever ways and give them, like, you know, the flips, the bars, the schemes, all that. But it's more tailor made these days. So when they asked me about it, I was like, hey, I got a background in that. I battled a little bit, so I feel comfortable doing that. We had no idea it was going to blow up the way that it did. Like, we believed it would. Like, I battled within my first year. I had Disaster. A lot of people know Disaster's like the highest viewed battle rapper in the world, and considered by many to be one of the GOATs in the battle rap community. I actually was able to link up with him in the first year, just on a whim, man. I just kind of threw myself out there on Twitter and reached out to him, and he hit me back. And then basically, as they say, the rest is history. I flew him out here to host one of our events, and he could tell we were like a baby league still trying to get our feet wet, and he really enjoyed the show. And basically because of him, he went out and started putting our names out there, giving us good feedback to the battle rap community out in the West Coast and King of the Dot people in like Smack and all that. So once they started taking notice and seeing that we did have potential, they started getting behind. People were coming out and host. Guys like my guy Lex Luthor out of iBattle, Poison Pen, Team Homie, all those guys, like making connections with them and them coming out. And then it only grew from there to the point where now we have like, I want to say like 7 or 8 million views on the channel. We have 40 something thousand subscribers. And it was just, you know, it's just dedication. Like you say, like you're giving people the show, theatrical. And I hear there's, you know, breaking news on the RCX podcast for you ladies and gentlemen. I hear there's a buzz that Pac Manson is returning to the battle ring very soon. So,
Oh shit.
Guys, stay tuned. Yeah, nobody knows that. Nobody knows that. I just decided to bless you guys with a jewel of knowledge there, because I've got a lot now that I've, like you just mentioned, the Soul Searching video with CJ Dippa and some of the other guys, like this newer generation that started to work with me. I've been big on trying to put some of the younger acts and up and coming acts on my shows that I've been doing lately, because, you know, that's how I made my name. Like at one time, Pac Manson wasn't Pac Manson. I was an unknown. People were like, you know, who is this guy? How, you know, and you're just looking for an opportunity, man. You'll take what you can get. So I try to do that same thing, keeping in mind that, hey, I was once one of these younger guys, and all I really wanted was an opportunity. So acts like Kid Splinter, Monster P, and UTK and them, I look to them because they've supported me throughout my career, and I feel like it's only appropriate to reciprocate that. Throw these younger acts on and let them get their chops carved out. So similar process, man. Just kind of taking that opportunity now that I've worked with them. A lot of them have hit me up and been like, yo, Pac, we want to see you battle again, bro. Like, you're dope when you battle. Like, it's a show. Like, it's really a show. So I was like, you know, the demand is there. I had an individual, my buddy Al Jesus, call me out talking about he wants to bet some money. And, you know, that's one super motivating factor. Anytime there's money on the line in a battle rap, it makes it instantly more appealing to the audience, because they're like, oh, these dudes are betting. And the way we do it, we actually have an event called Money on the Wood, where it's no less than $100 a battle. So every battle is worth $200 or more. You literally show up, put the money on camera, throw it on the ground. The host picks it up, holds it through the duration of the battle, and then there's a panel of judges that'll vote after the battle to determine a winner, and somebody walks away with money. So I was like, you know, one way to get me back out there, obviously, is money is a motivating factor. Plus, I have the drive. It's been a while. I've been off for a while, and I was able to assess some of my strengths and weaknesses. As MCs, you know, we act like we're tough, or we don't apply constructive criticism, or, oh, I'm the best MC in the world. And you're supposed to think like that, you know, like they tell you, you got to believe in yourself. You got to think you're the best, you know, to motivate yourself to push through. But you also have to be realistic with yourself and apply constructive criticism where it may be needed. So that's one of the things I did. I humbled myself and I sat back and I looked at what am I doing as an MC that maybe I can enhance upon to make the show better based on what the people around me are saying. And I did that. So now I'm at a level where I'm like, okay, I want to show people I applied that knowledge and watch this type deal. And obviously having a lot of younger cats ask me to get back in the ring, knowing that they will come to the venue to support helps. And then, like I said, you start talking about betting money and I start taking it like an ego thing. Like, hey, okay, you sure you want to see what I got when you putting some money on the line? Like,
hell yeah, bro.
so I'm looking forward to that, man. There's no set date. I know it'll be, a lot of people don't know. I already got my material. Like, I just keep coming up with more material. I'm like, God, I hope I don't make this too long because, but like, I'm excited to show the people like, yo, if you like bars and cleverly thought out punch, like, cause I've been listening to like M dropped Music to Be Murdered By, and it was like chock full of bars. Eminem's, obviously I'm a white rapper. Eminem's like one of my main influences. He's obviously my favorite MC. I was big into rock music before I started rapping. I sang for a couple bands like Cliff's band. So that's why me and Cliff work well together with the band. I never had an intention to be a rapper. I went to jail. Some guys asked me like, hey, we know you sing a little bit, come freestyle with us type deal. And I was like, what? I can't freestyle. I'm not a rapper. What are you talking about? But I was always good with words and and I was a quick thinker. So they were like, just come try, man. Basically. And at the time it was more like the Houston screwed up click style of little flip rap, like man, hold up, syrup in my cup, stuff like that, nothing too intricate. That's how it started. And the people were like, bro, you're good. Like, hold up, you're dope. You need to start writing stuff down. And then I was always a good songwriter. So I just kind of started writing. Then the whole Pac Manson thing came along, and now it's its own entity that's running wild through the streets of Fort Worth. So like,
hell yeah. That's fucking what's up, bro. Well, shit. And I know you have something coming up soon. A track with Recognize, right? Is that out yet? I can't remember if that shit's out right now.
My boy Cody has, I did the track with Recognize. Shout out to my boy, the White Marley. Like, he actually set that up. It was his feature. He's been one of my day one supporters, and he actually reached out to me. He was like, bro, I got this track with Recognize from Mayday. The strange music joint. I think it would be perfect to put you on it. Are you interested? And I was like, hell yeah, absolutely. That'd be fire. So he just kind of made that happen, reached out to me. He does have it out now, I believe, on Spotify. I can give people the link. I'll throw it out there. He's got it on his album, I know.
Oh yeah, send it to me. We'll put it in the description so everybody can check it out.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'll shoot you the link. And because I'm actually putting it on my album too. I have the Why So Serious album that I'm working on, which is basically my feature album. Like, it'll have a couple of solo tracks as well, but the majority of the album, like 90% of the album, will have features, either a major feature from a industry artist, because like some of the names on the album, we have the track from Recognize, we got a track from Hobson on there, we got a track from Aaron Cohen, who is managed by Jaron Benton and the Funk Family's manager. So he's like in a stable with Jaron Benton and them. He's a dope new up and coming artist. And then also like featured artists from the local scene, like guys such as yourself, some of the old heavyweight legends like, Kilo Artifact, couple, just names that I felt like, hey, I've either worked with you or through you locally, and I like what you're doing. So I wanted to throw some light on them as well. Let's get some features together, put them on this tape. And it's like a local mixtape that has like, it has major features on it. So it kind of gives people some play to kind of get to try. Like I said, I'm super humble. I'm not like, oh, give me. I want to build for the people around me, because I always feel like if one of us makes it and I'm cool with you, then we all made it. I might not have the money, the glitz, and the fame, but I'm pretty certain I'll be invited to your mansion party. So, hey.
No, I feel you, bro. Like, I'm very excited about this year, dude. I'm really trying to work with some of my favorite Fort Worth artists. I'm trying to work with Slim Johnson. I'm trying to work with 88 Killa or Killa MC. Some of y'all know him by. You know who I'm talking about, dude. I love that dude. That dude's hard as fuck, bro. I'm trying to work with fucking J Diggs, the Prodigy. So hopefully we can get them motherfucking.
He had a really dope set. The crowd was really feeling him Saturday night as well. He brought out some of the old material that he did when he first got started, and got really good reaction from that. So
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
that was dope.
Definitely, and I'm very excited to put out. I mean, I got a couple of songs up. Like I got a song with, of course, our song is coming out, friggin' next month, I'm sure.
You guys be on the lookout. We got look. I had no idea that it was gonna be. I feel like that's one of those songs you do at a show and the crowd starts losing their shit to it. They're like, "Yo, this is a banger right here." So
I hope so.
I have sneak peeked it to a few of my close buddies when they'd come by the house just to kind of get feedback from it. Everybody that's heard it is like, "Bro, that song is fire. Like, y'all definitely got to get production and marketing behind that one." He's like, "Y'all got a fire track." So it's got really good reviews. The creative content that we're putting together for what we have forthcoming with it as well, I know will only help push that further. So
hell yeah, bro. I'm very fucking excited about that. You have no idea. So tell me about this. I ask all my guests this question, all right, bro? I ask all my guests this question. What is your biggest rock star moment?
My biggest rock star moment, ironically, would probably be as far as like feeling like, okay, I'm rock starred out, I've made it. I've got a few, like, but there's two that stick out the most, and I'll tell you those two. One of them I wasn't even performing. It was just the fact that I was associated with everybody there, so I benefited by being right place, right time type of situation. As a lot of y'all know, I've got the video "We Don't Care" with Little Flip. Crazy story, and this is like, this is how you can say like manifestation or belief in oneself is a real thing. Like, people often question, is this real? You know, not on some, hey, my third eye's open, let's stay woke type stuff. But if you believe enough in yourself and you're dedicated enough to your craft, things will start to align, you know. So ironically, I was in jail when I just alluded to earlier, doing the whole freestyle thing, writing songs. And I was locked up outside of Houston at the time. I was at the Clemens unit, which is in Brazoria County. It's like 45 minutes southeast of Houston. And so that's all the channels we got. We got Houston radio channels out there. Michael Watts was one of the big DJs that did like radio out there, pushing stuff at the time.
Yeah, of course.
So a lot of the people that were locked up there were from Houston, of course. And they were telling me like, "Yo, Pac Man, you're dope as hell. You need to get out and work with Little Flip. Like, Little Flip would fuck with you." And I was like, "Who the fuck is Little Flip?" Like, I was like, I had no idea who Little Flip. I didn't know. Like, I was like, "Well, who is that? Like, Little Flip? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Yo, he's Screwed Up Click, man. He's a dope up and coming artist." A lot of people don't know me and Flip are the same age. We're both born in 1981. So I'm in my 20s at the time. And a lot of people know there's like a local channel, like channel TXA21 or whatever. They had one in Houston too. And on Saturday nights, they would play Flava TV for an hour, which is all the like top rap videos that are out at the time, or the big ones that got a big buzz. And lo and behold, I'm sitting there watching Flavor TV one night, and Little Flip's Game Over comes on, and everybody's like, "Yo, Pac, that's Flip. That's who we telling you to work with." And I was kind of like, dude, this guy's clearly a millionaire in the music industry, and I'm in the penitentiary. Like, he's not gonna work with me. What, y'all are crazy. And a couple years goes by, I get out of jail, and crazy, the first people I'll link up with were my boy A-Dot over at Newbreed at the time with D Rich, and he was actually doing an album with Little Flip, and they called me to the studio, and the first celebrity I meet is Little Flip, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, what? This is the one person they told me to work with, and he's in White Settlement, Texas, of all places. Like, what? So we ended up linking.
That was the universe, like, giving you a sign, bro.
Yeah, like, bro. I took it as like, this has got to be a sign. I was like, this is definitely a sign. This is the one person everybody in there said, and I rapped for him. He was really digging it. Like, we ended up getting the feature, and so years down the road, being connected through him, I actually went out and did a show at South by Southwest in Austin a couple of years back, and like in a super rock star moment type fashion, as you say, he had me link him up with Disaster, and he wanted Disaster to do a battle rap out there and then put on a show together. It was a free show, and he pulls me in there, and I'm with Disaster, and we go get on stage and get ready, and I look out, and it's like in a warehouse, like the Iron Horse warehouse or something. It's like a very upscale, nice warehouse. It was a free show. there was like 3,000 or 3,500 people in this building. And I'm on stage with these guys, and I turn and look, and it's Little Flip and friends. Well, the friends were Twister, 21 Savage, Dave East, Young M.A., Cheddar the Connect, Disaster was battling, and I was like, yo, all these artists are on stage with me right now. This is crazy. Like I said, I didn't perform. I was just there on stage, but looking out at that crowd and seeing like me being on stage with these people, I was like, yo, I done made it. This is crazy. And the only other time I've really had that, Obi Trice actually came out here. You know, like I said, I'm a big Eminem fan. So I listen to D12, Obi Trice, 50 Cent, G Unit, all that. Obi Trice actually did a show at the Grotto, which is no longer standing. That's my boy Cliff's buddy Cody's old bar. And we did a show there. Little Flip actually came out to that show, going into the VIP area. They had it like set up where the sound check's at, like curtained off, and made it like a makeshift VIP area because Obi Trice's dad is from Dallas, like, and he had never seen his son perform. So his family's out there. Little Flip comes in the side door and asks for me. He's like, hey, yo, where's Pac? Like, I want to say what's up. So they call me back there. And apparently in between the time that happened, Obi had asked him, like, who's Pac? And he's like, well, that's my boy. Like, apparently Little Flip had big upped me. And I walked back there, like, starstruck, like, yo, you're Proof's cousin. Like, you're the Obi Trice. Like, you got tracks with Eminem. Like, this is crazy. And he treated me like I was the rock star. He's like, oh my God, you're Pac Manson. I heard you run Fort Worth. You're like the battle rap extraordinaire. Like, this is your city. Like, he's losing his mind. And I'm over here like, bro, no, you're Obi Trice. Like, and Cliff was laughing. Cliff was like, bro, you done made it, bro. You got Obi Trice, like, praising you, you know, like, this is crazy. I'm like, this is like a role reversal thing going on here right now. So that's a couple of, I've had more, but those are two of the ones that stand out the most in the longevity of my career. Like, where I was just like, okay, this is wild. Like, this is really cool feeling right now. So those two in particular I would go with as like pure rock star moments. So
hell yeah, bro. Well, I love it. Well, hey, bro, thank you once again for joining me on the RCX show. Now, I'm gonna break it down because I can't be wasting your time. We got to get the fuck out of here. I gotta get some chow.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
My apologies to everybody for being late.
Good.
We're supposed to go on at 7, and Pac's an old man and fell asleep. And
it's fine, bro. It ain't live, so it's all good. It ain't live. It'll go fucking Wednesday. Yeah. It's debuting. All right. But anyway, right, dude, thank you for joining me on here. And one more time, give me any of your plugs. Let's wrap it up.
All right, absolutely. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Smoking Records and RCX's podcast as well, man. Like I said, I'm not all about myself. Make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can see the work, see the content he's putting out. He's doing a lot of great work out here as one of the up-and-coming artists in the city, so get behind his movement as well. And to get behind my movement, like I said, you can go subscribe to Live from the Block on YouTube, subscribe to Pac Manson on YouTube. If you're trying to see some battle content, Live from the Block. If you're trying to see some music content, creative content, the videos and music I got at Pac Manson on YouTube, and then everywhere else on social media, Facebook, Snapchat, SoundCloud, freaking Spotify, Twitter, all that, Pac Manson. Add me, hit me up if you're trying to do features, if you're trying to work. Like, I'm very easy to work with. I'm very approachable. I'm not some big egotistical guy. You hit me up and we'll get it going. That's what RCX did. And like I said, we got a banger on the way.
But he may fall asleep before your podcast.
Oh yeah.
He may fall asleep before your podcast. No, I'm just fucking with you, bro. Well, hey, yo, be sure to be on the lookout for our motherfucking song too, people, because it's gonna be off the motherfucking chain, I think.
Because if you don't, the Joker will come get you.
That's right, Mr. J. Yo, motherfucking February 27th, my birthday. That's when that shit's debuting. So, well, as long as the video's done.
Okay. So that's crazy you say that because my birthday's February 25th.
Nice.
So that's like a birthday treat for me too. 2 days after my birthday. That's awesome. So
that's what's up. I got to do something big because last year I had to skip mine shit. So you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Last year was like Corona season had just started. So it's like I'm looking forward to that. But we'll definitely give y'all something that y'all will remember. We got some crazy stuff in the works. So y'all will definitely be pleased with what we're cooking up over here. And I hear there's rumors that we are going to be the first act for Michael Rashad to bust out the new 4K drone and get footage on. So
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Like, we're gonna give y'all a crazy visual. Y'all, it's 2021. We got to take it next level even once again. So
That's right. That's
speaking
right.
of, real quick before I get out of here, I'll let y'all know too. It'll delay, but I do have a interview with Douglas Elliott, Next Level Radio, tomorrow evening. That'll be streaming live, so y'all can tune in and check for that. It'll also have an upload link later on. So if you hear this later and you missed it and you're like, damn, I wish I would have known I missed it, you'll always be able to go back and watch it. Same as this podcast. So we got to support those who support us, support local. We'll stay on the grind. Everybody out there doing y'all's thing. Just keep pushing, man. Like, you never know when your next big break is. So
that's right. And shout out Next Level Radio. Yo, shout out Doug Elliott, D-Boss, bro. He's definitely given me a lot of opportunities. So shout out to him. And, the RCX show loves you, bro, and loves Next Level Radio, so internet radio. So thank you for all the opportunities, man. And, hey, good dude, man.
Absolutely. He's out here putting on. If you have not tapped in with him, tap in with him, gentlemen. He's out here grinding for the local scene. One of the hardest people out here working to put on for the locals. So got to show him some love.
Definitely. Hey, weekly open mic nights at the Rail Club too. I think they do Mondays and Wednesdays.
Got one going on tonight, as a matter of fact. So they have one up there going on tonight. I'm not sure who's on it, but he's consistent with it. He gives y'all creative content, and he's very diligent in his work ethic. So shout out to him. And again, I appreciate you having me out. I appreciate you inviting me to the show. I feel like
anytime.
I feel like people got some nuggets because we covered some content that a lot of people. There's a lot of history in this interview that a lot of people are unfamiliar with about Pac Manson. So it's like, okay, we shed some light on some things y'all may not have known. So I feel there's some jewels in here for y'all guys. So it was my pleasure. I'm always glad to be able to help, and very much appreciative of the fact that people even want to hear what I have to say. So,
well, hey, bro, hey, the RCX show loves you, bro. And hey, everybody, thank you once again. Make sure you subscribe to all my man's shit, and of course, subscribe to our channel and like and comment and share and all that shit. And hey, one more time for Pac Manson, RCX out.
Boom.
All right, bro. Thank you very much, man. That was dope.
Boy. Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah. No worries, dude. Hey, it was a good time, man. It was a good time. No shit, dude. I've been rocking with you. Like, dude, like I went back and checked out some of your shit, like that Roll One video, dude, with Tum Tum.
There's so many people, like, if you really know, like, in the music scene, because there's so many cameos in that video that people don't initially catch at first from like Texas artists. Obviously, like Thyra's one with the Ice Age stuff, but like Little Young from Swisher House is in there. Rashid from Dope House Records, who was actually SPM's manager, is in there. Tum Tum is obviously another one. And I didn't plan that. That just kind of happened. Like Thyra, and he just kind of hit me up. I was like, "You doing the video with Tum? I'm gonna slide through and bring some people." And he called some people up at Ice House and SUC and was like, "Yo, I'm about to my boy's video shoot today with Tum Tum." So that just kind of manifested itself, and then I got the video. Like Keith Betters actually shot that video. That was another one of those plugs ADOT gave me, and the concept behind that just kind of panned out. And I get a lot of good feedback for that song too. A lot of people tell me they really like that track. That was one of my, like, it was like on my second record, so I was really trying to push the features on that one. So yeah, and it's one of my gems. It's one of my babies. One of my, hey, like, I'm carving a name for myself type moment things. So yeah, I've always liked that track, and it's always gotten a lot of good feedback. And that video came out really well too. We didn't even know what we were gonna do for the video. We literally freestyled that when everybody pulled up. Like, what are we gonna do? Let's just figure something out and run with it. So,
well, dude, I gotta say, it was pretty cool. And like, I know Tum Tum too from just like being in the fucking Dallas like underground scene and shit. So when I saw that you did a track with him, I was like, damn, that's a motherfucking legend up in this motherfucker. So
well, at the time too, like the timing of it for me was real symbolic, because at the time he had the Yado track, which ended up taking off, and he was like number 2 or 3 on 106 and Park's video top 10 countdown at the time, and he was very, very heavy in rotation nationally with that song when we shot the video. So that just only helped me out because he was very popular and prominent at the time. So people see that and they're like, yo, how are you working with this fool? Like, and it just, again, it just manifested. And Tom's my boy. We've been cool ever since. So like, It's always a humble feeling to work with these artists that you listen to and looked up to, and then you meet them and they're like just as humble as you type deal. So that's always a cool feeling. So
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Well, hey, bro. Once again, thanks for talking to me. I really appreciate it. And fucking hey, I'll see you on fucking Saturday, I guess. I'll shoot you some information on the video and shit.
Let me know if we need to link up this week at all, and we want to go scout the address and stuff of the place. If you get some free time, you know.
Yeah.
I'll make that happen. My schedule's free. I'm always open and flexible. So
Cool. Yeah, I gotta bounce this podcast down. That's probably what I'll be doing tomorrow. But probably like Wednesday I'll be free. If
okay, cool deal.
I'll hit you up.
Yeah, we'll get out there and scout, kind of brainstorm, come up with some ideas, and take it from there. And then we'll give them some more insanity.
Dope. Hell yeah, bro. All right, man. Hey, have a good one. Shout out to give Morgan my love, bro. And I'll see you guys. See you guys on the next one, man.
Absolutely, my brother. Take care, stay safe, and peace and love and all that good stuff.
Indeed. Take it easy, brother.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the RCX Show. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and of course check out the description. And I got all the guests, social media, YouTube, all that stuff in the description of the video. So make sure you give them a follow, a subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And of course check my music out on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream music. Make sure to give me a follow out there. I got new music coming, especially in 2021. And then finally, if you want early access to that new music plus exclusive content you can't get anywhere else, you know, new music every month, early access to music videos, podcasts, all that kind of stuff, jump on over to patreon.com/officialrcx and subscribe to either the $3 or the $5 level, and let's get things popping, man. Let's get them numbers up. And this is RCX